Hey YouTube, it's me Nikki, welcome back to my channel. So I kind of wanted to do a chit chatty get ready with me, and I'm going to use the Artistry 2 palette here from Bad Habit. I love the first one. The Artistry, like the OG Artistry palette from them it's dope. Like, it's fire. It's the bomb.com. I have high hopes for this. Now, I did swatch a few, and I did do an eye look on one eye, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so first I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows, and I'm sorry if like the corner of my mirror is like, you know what, let me just zoom y'all in. I'm gonna go ahead and take the e.l.f. brow pencil, and this is in Taupe. I basically just go underneath my brow and create the shape that I want, and then I go upwards a little bit and kind of fill it in where it needs to be filled in. So, like, I know I've been like on and off with YouTube lately, and it sucks because like I've been busy with work, which I love, don't get me wrong, I love my job. Like, I just got my second promotion last week, so I've been promoted twice in 6 months. I'm really happy. I work full-time. You guys know that YouTube is like obviously not, it's not a money maker. I've made like $500 in 7 years on YouTube. Yeah, $500 total. It hasn't even paid for half my camera, so this is not like this is not a job for me. This is a hobby. I'm glad that I'm just as passionate about makeup now as I was when I was younger. Whenever I go to take some time from YouTube, it's usually because something is going on in my life, and oh boy, I'm gonna be really depressing, so just for like a minute. So if you really don't want to hear depressing, sad stuff, I would say skip forward while I do my brows, because it's gonna be pretty easy to do anyways. Like, let's face it, you're not going to be missing out on much. But basically, over the past 5 years, I have lost a baby. I've lost my little brother. He was 18. I've lost my stepdad. And then this week, I found out that my uncle is on hospice. He went to the emergency room. He had level 3 heart failure. He's about 7 hours away from me. And there's nothing that they can do. It's like, we're just gonna make him comfortable, you know. I would like to see him, but the reality is I have work. He's like 7 hours away, and we just got our car out of the shop yesterday. So I mean, a lot has been going on, and I just don't know if I'm going to make it in time. My mom is gonna go with my aunt. They're gonna have like brother and sister time with him, and I might end up riding down with my uncle, another uncle of mine, as he comes down, because I think he's gonna go to the memorial. So I'll probably go with them for that. But I've been keeping in touch with his son, you know, and like, that's really hard. It's been really hard, guys. So I don't want to depress anyone. It's just, you know, I'm not crying right now. I've cried for days. It's kind of like, I already, like, we all knew, you know, it was just a matter of time. So we're just trying to prepare for the time, you know, it's just a matter of when it's gonna happen. It's inevitable. So if any of you guys are going through like really hard stuff, the best thing to do, like if you get really bummed out like I do and you don't feel like going anywhere or doing anything, force yourself to hang out with friends. Force yourself to be around people, because you need them. Even if you don't feel like you do, you need them. So that's gonna be my advice. I'm gonna move on, and we're gonna do some makeup. And I've been using this for, oh my god, like for like a year. I need to actually buy a new one. I'm going to do that today. This is the Wunderbrow, and this is the brow gel in Brunette, and I use it right on top of my e.l.f. pencil. These are the only 2 products I use on my brows, and have for like the past year. Like, no joke. You guys see my brows done in my videos, and that's it. Like, good combo, amazing combo. And who would have thought, you know? Like, I have all of the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow products, and I just don't use them. Just saying. I know some people might be mad at me. They're good, don't get me wrong, but I found a combo that works for me, and it's crazy that one is only $2, but hey, when you find something that works for you, the price doesn't matter, right? Like, as long as it works, it gets the job done, then stick with it, for sure. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and go underneath my brow. Again, this is just to make sure everything is crisp. And I'm gonna bring the excess product that was on my brush upwards. And I'm gonna fill it in just like I did with my pencil. I don't really worry about the tail of my brow too much with the pencil, just because it's not a fine point, but I get a really fine point with an angled brush and the Wunderbrow, so that's what I do typically. And yep, see, it's like nice and sharp. And this stuff does not budge. Like, I go to work, I come home, my brows are still like in place. They're perfect, it's insane. So I do recommend these two products. I'm gonna do the other brow off camera to save on some time so we can hop into that eyeshadow palette, because I want to play with it right now, like yesterday. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and take the Tarte Shape Tape. This is in Light Sand, and you know what, I'm running so low on my Shape Tapes right now, I need to replace them. I'm going to use this to kind of carve out underneath my brows. This brush is amazing for carving out under the brows. And if you want to use it to, like, you know, do a cut crease, this is my jam, okay? This is the Makeup Forever Professional Straight 228. Now, I have another one that's a little bit smaller, and this is the 220. I've been using this one right here just for cut creases because I have been using this one underneath my brow, but these two, these are brushes you need in your arsenal. Like, I promise you, you will not be disappointed, especially if you like to carve out your brows. Like, I'll just show you how great these are. So I'm gonna go ahead and just like go underneath my brow. It's rounded, but it has a point. Like, it comes to a point, and that point is perfect for like lining up to the arch and just getting it done. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is really, really good stuff, and I need to buy a backup of this brush because when I bought it, I didn't really know what I'd use it for. I figured like cream eyeshadow. I've never used it for cream eyeshadow. I grabbed it and decided to try it like under my brows, and it's game over. Like, that's just how it's been. So we are gonna hop into this palette. I went ahead and let that concealer set. Now, it did kind of crease a little bit. It doesn't crease though whenever you have eyeshadow on top. I have very oily eyelids, so just for reference. And you know, I was actually just thinking, if you guys want me to put together a video of my favorite makeup brushes, hey girl, let me know, because I would love to do that for you guys. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and hop into this shade right here called Stella. So I'm gonna go in, and geez Louise, this is pigmented, so yep, I'm sure you guys can see that. I am just going to buff and blend here. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just like that. And then of course I'm gonna go ahead and hop into this side and do the exact same thing. And yeah, that is pigmented. Wowee. I'm gonna grab a shade in here called Bacchus right here. Now, I will say there's a ton of kick up in this palette, but guys, for the price, who cares? Like, seriously, who cares? I've tried high-end palettes that have kick up. I've tried low-end. It doesn't matter to me. I mean, really, I've never went through an entire eyeshadow palette ever in my life. So it's like losing a little bit of product doesn't really bother me. Just saying. I know a lot of people have a certain feel about it. I don't. I mean, I use it, it goes on my face, makeup expires anyways. I am so sorry that I've been hit and miss here on YouTube, guys. Okay, the company that I work for, we basically do, and I'm gonna grab just a little bit more, and I'm gonna put it on the outer edge too of my eyes. Basically, the company that I work for creates software for hospitals to use and other companies, and we got a new client, and I was part of that pilot. And you know, anytime you launch new software, you're gonna find bugs. It just takes a while. It takes a few months to get everything figured out. And so I was a part of that. It was a lot of fun and a lot of stress just because it was new. and we were trying to explain to the hospital, you know, like what we can do with them. Because, I mean, they really had no idea because they never had anyone manage, like, their documents before. So it was a little up and down. You know, we got everything ironed out. We're still doing some changes, though. Like, we have some new things that are going to be implemented here soon. So I'm actually going to take a little bit of concealer yet again, and I'm going to cut out part of the eyelid here and the crease. I'm going to go in with another shade, and I just want to make sure that there's, like, a nice, I don't know, even playing field for it. So I am gonna go in with that Tarte Shape Tape. I have a little bit on my hand, and I'm just gonna carve a little bit of this out. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and like let this set for just a little bit. But I'm gonna go in with, I hope I can pronounce this right. I probably am gonna butcher it, that's fine though. Charo? And this is why I feel like having a tapered C-brush is a good idea, because you have a little bit of a point, and if you want to go right along where you carved out that crease, it's perfect. So with this, I'm actually going to gradually bring the color over just a pinch right into that red. That way it's not going to have a harsh like stop, you know what I'm saying? It'll have a little bit more of a gradient, and I just figure with these two colors, like, that would be a lot prettier to me personally, but everyone's different, if it had like a gradual fade into that red. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do now, before I do this other eye, is I'm gonna hop in with this shade right here called Fresco, and I'm gonna go ahead and deposit that color right here, and I'm just doing little circles. And it's just gonna add a little bit more depth and definition here. You could get a little crazy and add a little bit more brown and darken it up if you want. I might just here on the crease area, but I'm trying not to add too much because I don't want it to take away from that red and the brown, because, you know, science. Isn't that gorgeous? Like, I really like it. I think it looks really nice. I'm gonna hop into a shade called Pietra. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. If I'm not, oh well, like, you know, whatever. And I am going to apply this right below my brows, and then I'm gonna do a little bit of blending to kind of soften that. Now, I gotta say, I did almost the same eye look the other night, just on one eye, the night that I got it. I really wanted to play with it, but I didn't really want to film, and it's just because, like, that was the night that I found out that my uncle was going to be on hospice, and I just wasn't feeling it. I'm just gonna be honest. So I did one eye just to kind of try out the formula. So I'm going to kind of blend here and soften where that highlight brow bone shade meets the red and the brown here. Oh, that looks so nice. Guys, that blends so well. Seriously. I really like Bad Habit. I'm gonna hop in with a NARS cream eyeshadow. This is in Cayenne, and I'm going to apply this right below my lower lashes, and I'm gonna smudge it out. And while I'm doing that, I might as well take the time to kind of discuss something with you. I know there's a lot of stuff going on in the beauty community, and this isn't going to be like a my truth video because I'm a small YouTuber. I don't really have much of a truth. But what I can say is that I have been offered contracts. I would say maybe like 15 of them in the past 7 years. And I have not taken a single one. And I have my reasons for not doing that. You know, when I first started YouTube, I was like dirt poor. I was doing makeup art for free. Like, I was not getting paid for a long time. I was doing like wedding pictures, I was doing stuff for like local photographers. There was like 10 local photographers that I worked with, and I did stuff for free to build up a portfolio, which you have to start somewhere. But it also became a thing where no one wanted to pay me. They just wanted my free services. And that's a whole nother thing in itself. I'm gonna go ahead and grab Stella again from this palette, and I'm going to apply this right at the very bottom edge of where I put that cream eyeshadow, and I'm gonna smudge it out. With the contracts that I have received, it's like you couldn't say anything negative. They stated that I had to speak only positive things about the product, so I didn't do it. All right, I'm gonna go back in with Bacchus right here, which is that red shade, and we are gonna put that right along the lashes. So it is what it is. No regrets. Again, I have a full-time job. That's how I make my money. Again, this is a hobby. This is not something that I make money from. If I was ever offered money in a contract and it was something that I really wanted to try and they gave me the opportunity to give constructive feedback or just to say, you know, hey, it didn't work for me, sure, like I would do it. I would do it in a heartbeat because I like to try new things. And a lot of the companies that I noticed were sending me like contracts and like emails are companies I'd never heard of. So it's like, if you've never heard of them, how are you gonna find out about them? You know what I'm saying? Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is take a little bit of Fresco right here. I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyeliner and my mascara. I'm gonna do that off camera, but I'm gonna share with you guys what I'm using. And it's just because I'm not wearing contacts and I'm supposed to wear glasses and I have to get like so close to my mirror that, you know what I'm saying, like you guys wouldn't be able to see me. It would be a struggle. It would be a struggle. So I'm going to take the Mally Evercolor Starlight Waterproof Liner. This is in Midnight. It's just black. I am looking for a new black liner to try for the waterline. I need it to stay for more than a few hours and I need it to be creamy. If you have any recommendations, hit your girl up, leave that comment down below because I get so many eyeliners and they're just not really like black, you know? It's like they fade, they just like dark gray. It's just not really as dark as I want it to be and I need that in my life. And a dark brown too. So again, creamy, dark black or dark brown, and it needs to stay for at least 2 hours if possible. Let me know if you guys have found that and let me know what it is because I need to know like real bad. Okay, so for the mascara I'm going in with my Wet n Wild Lash-O-Matic Duo and then for the upper lashes I am going to go ahead and wing the liner out and I'm going to take NARS Zardoz. This is just a black cream eyeshadow, and again, Zardoz and Cayenne are always right here on my vanity because I use them with everything. They work great for eyeliners, they work great for bases. They're just really, really nice to have. So I went ahead and did the eyeliner and the mascara, but I did not do the lower lashes because I'm gonna be doing concealer and all that fun stuff. When you do that and you apply a powder, you get a lot of kick up and it just coats the lashes. So I figured I'll just wait a little bit. So for the concealers, I'm going to go ahead and mix 2 shades together. I have the Tarte Shape Tape in light medium as well as light sand. I'm in between right now. This would be way too light and this one is basically the same color as my skin. So I need it to be just a little bit lighter. I'm going to go ahead and paint it on here and bring it out. And then I'm going to take a beauty blender that's damp and I'm going to pat and blend this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and set all of that, and I'm using the Mineral Veil finishing powder from BareMinerals. I think I'm going to use my BareMinerals BarePro contour palette. Oh my god, this is so good, by the way. I haven't touched another like contour palette or product since I got this, and I've had this for about 2 or 3 months now. Like I've taken it everywhere. Every time I've been on a trip or left town, this has been with me. So I think for blush today, I'm gonna go ahead and use the BareMinerals Blush in Riches. I don't know if this is still available. I've had this for a hot minute, but it's kind of like a burgundy rose with maybe a hint of peach to it. And I thought that might be a nice look with the red and the browns on the eyes. So that's what I'm going to go with today. I think I'm going to use my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder just on the apples of my cheeks instead of using a highlight. And then I think for lipstick, I'm going to go in with my BareMinerals Gen Nude lipstick, and this is in Boss. I swear, like I need more of these because these are my favorite formula ever of a liquid matte lipstick. forever. Like, they stay on my lips, they don't budge, they're soft and comfortable. It's like velvety, like good stuff guys. Alright, so that's basically it for this video. I just kind of wanted to sit down, I don't know, chit chat, share some products, you know, let you guys know what's going on in my life. My life has been crazy. I really need to be more open on YouTube about like personal issues, just because I'm human and everyone has issues and I've got my own issues. I don't know why I'm so afraid to do that. Like, I guess it's being vulnerable. But I mean, everyone goes through that, right? So it's not like unique to me. Like, that's just putting yourself out there. And I feel like maybe if I'm more brave and I put myself out there a little bit more often, I might overcome some obstacles for myself, and I feel like that would be very healthy and very good for me to do as a person, and it'll help me grow. I really like this palette a lot. Man, I ordered another palette from them too. Like, I just keep ordering palettes from them, but every time they come out with something new, I'm like, I just get excited, and I'm impressed with the fact that these are like affordable palettes and they're doing some high-end things. So pretty cool, you know. Good on them, and it's good on my wallet. Like, who am I kidding? Yeah, but thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you guys did, please give me a thumbs up, definitely subscribe. It really helps me out, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. What is this? Get off my eye, you butthole. When you're real lonely and you're doing your makeup, you talk to your makeup brushes. What I'm gonna go ahead and do now is, you know, I don't know what I'm gonna do right now. Light, medium, and light sand Tarte Shape Tape foundation.